Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching the truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right. The truth and sincerity, trying to reel in the 144,000 elect, right? Uh, we just going to get right into it because they had a rather large gathering down here yesterday, extending to downtown Boston. They had a little gathering for the people over there about the script, you know, and the message that we want to convey because we don't have a dog in that fight at all. But the thing of it is, security is coming by way of the Israelites getting back in rulership. All right, and that's what's going to change the whole earth once we get back into our rightful ownership, like we need to. Okay, most of the time it's sloppy. Our rightful rulership is enjoying.
The second chapter, going straight into, the end goal, right? And then I say what everyone saw Judah top of the mountain shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
That's right. That's what you're going to see. You're going to see all nations flow on to what? The house of Israel, right? Because the people in leadership want to be in the proper order, underneath Yahweh Shah. When you look at what's that? Second Esdras, yeah. Ecclesiastes 10 and 4.
Ecclesiastes 10 and 4 says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Yeah, and the profitable people that is pertaining to is the people that's on the chart, right? Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Once we get in our proper position, right, we'll start. Yeah, that's it. We'll start ruling in righteousness.
Yeah, because righteousness is profitable.
That's it.
Right? Because when you read on how the Lord gave his laws, everything, if it's done in its proper way, it's going to grow and it's going to increase. All right. And that's a profit. You put $2 and get back $4, you made a profit. You get a $2 profit.
That's it.
All right. So with the earth being increased and being at harmony, being at peace, righteousness flourishing, that's the profit. Right. That's you being profitable. And that's going to come under the hand of the King of righteousness, Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
Right.
This Proverbs 29 and 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Yeah. That goes into, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. That's because everybody's getting their fair share.
Yeah.
Nobody's being oppressed. All right. Everyone's getting their little portion. Everybody get to do what they do to make sure they take care of their family. All right. Look at now. Everybody's mourning because those that are in rulership are not righteous. Those that are in rulership are wicked. All right, they take from you. All right, they have it where you got to work 2 times, 3 times more to get something just to pay your bills, and you don't have nothing left over. You got other nations getting their resources are getting stolen, and they get laid with heavy taxes. All right, these things right here is why all these nations are upset. Scripture says that the nations are mad. All right, and look at the children of Israel. Children of Israel are mad too. All right, but once again, it's how to identify who's in the land right now. If they are not the people. The people that's over there, the small hats, are not the actual people of the Lord. All right? Because once again, what would happen is peace will flourish.
That's right.
Righteousness will flourish. People getting their fair share would flourish. That increase will take place. All right?
It's I pulled up the wrong one. It's Proverbs 31 and 6, but I'm looking for the one that says he gave strong drink to the neighbor.
Okay, yep, this Jeremiah. Oh, no, Habakkuk.
Yeah, that one. That's it.
Habakkuk 2 and then verse 14. 15. It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, that maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Yeah, and that's what he did with a handful of these nations, man. We're talking about some Greeks. They gave that none. You wouldn't be worried about it, you know, but you only dare to take from him and, you know, betray him as something lesser than yourself, you know.
You're going to look upon their nakedness, which is to strip them bare.
Yeah.
That's not a literal nakedness. That's talking about just taking everything from me.
Resources,
You know what I'm saying?
Culture.
You take a man's house, and literally you just leave them naked. Because he's out in the open, you know, to expose the elements, right? That doesn't mean that he doesn't have any shirt on his back and pants on his legs, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you're stripping them bare.
And it says,
right?
it says it.
That a man can't take care of himself.
It says it in Habakkuk. That's what he does. You know, takes everything from him. Even a man, he oppresses a man, even in his house, you know.
Micah 2:1, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evils upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in their power of their hand. That they cover fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. They take a whole culture, all right?
Look at us.
A whole nation, take a whole land, take resources, all right?
Yeah.
And they say that, you know, if you don't do this, we're not going to give you no help. We're not going to give you no aid. We're not going to give you any resources.
Done.
All right? And that's why when the kingdom of heaven is established, no, you don't want to accord with the children of Israel, all right? You come in under the law, like they said, let us go to the house of the Lord to learn his ways, right? Hey, listen, you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
All right? You're going to be all right. Why? Because ultimately, that's the end goal. That's what Yahweh Shemal Shah wants. He wants you to follow his way. All right?
I got it right here in Isaiah 55. It says, oh, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that have no money, come ye buy and eat. Ye come buy wine and milk without money and without price. Right? And that's just getting his word. You know, that's how we're going to be dealing. We're going to be dealing in the kingdom. This is what Yahweh Shai is going to set us out for. All right? We're going to be teachers among the heathens, the other nations. Okay? It says, wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread? If your labor satisfies not, hearken diligently unto me and eat that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness. When they get subjugated under us, right? We talking about the kingdom of heaven. This is how it's going to be. They're going to come and they're going to want to know our ways, right? And in doing so, they're going to be feed onto us, right? This is the kingdom of heaven. Now, you still have the proper way that it's going to be set up, but these teachers are going to go forth from the nation of Israel, right? Jerusalem, they're going to go out, they're going to teach these other nations, right?
I got you.
You got something?
Isaiah, going back to Isaiah 2,
Yeah.
on that verse 3, it says, and many people shall go and say, come ye, let us go up to the house, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. He will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his path.
Yeah.
Because it mentions about, like you said, that you may rejoice over something in fatness. You know, when you just read it in that last precept. You know, when he say, oh, what's the person getting fat? You say, oh, you're eating good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're nourished, you're taken care of. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of kings, they would sit back and get fat. Because guess what? They're already sitting in the seat where they just benefit from everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got all the wealth, they got all the money, all the extra stuff. You know, so they get to sit back and enjoy their labor, right?
Yeah.
So when you look at the fatness, it's talking about, you know, that increase. Right? So once again, if you follow the laws of Yahweh Shah, it's an increase. All right? How to prove that real quick? Let's go to Psalms real quick. I'll start at Psalms 1. All right, and let's say I'm gonna start at verse 2. Right? It says, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and it's talking about a man of the Lord. All right, but once again, if you're gonna have Israel as the beacon of light over the whole earth, you know what I'm saying? Who's gonna have that law? Like I said, it's gonna minister up. People say that we're gonna be the Gentiles, you know, so that's gonna be it, right? So the younger part, we're going to go out there and teach and do exactly what is necessary to continue to get this world back into its right state.
That's right.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord. And his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be planted, he shall be like a tree planted by the river that bringeth forth his fruits in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. All right. So once again, that's talking about like the man of the Lord in these times. But how much more when these nations, as we get perfect, through the new covenant, and these nations start taking on to our ways, the ways that is prosperous, they're going to eventually become, you know what I'm saying, their own self-sustaining, but they're going to have to come and like you said, bring tribute.
Yeah, they're going to be tributaries.
They're going to come and they're going to bless Israel, right? But that's what I'm saying. At that time, that's when the earth is going to be back to how it's supposed to.
Rejuvenated by that, by the way that we are giving out the truth.
Yeah.
All right. Like you said, and how it's making us fun. You know what I'm saying? As being men of the Lord, we're gonna be a forever kingdom, everlasting people underneath the new name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay. Israelites. It's not new, it's refreshed. Okay.
So even when you think about it, right, you have now, let's use GMOs for the example.
Yeah.
All right. You have GMO seeds and GMO foods. All right. But then again, it's no need for GMO foods if you just take care of the land, take care of the earth.
Sabbath.
The land Sabbath, because it's done in this right way. And you can get, and the Lord will allow you to yield more fruits in that way. But no, you got wicked people, all right, that are sitting in labs and extracting genes out of which don't even produce seeds.
Not doing anything.
All right. So once again, if it's not produced, like once again, the seed, you can take that seed. Let's say you eat some orange, they have seeds in the orange. Take that seed, plant it back into you get a tree from that one seed. You get a tree full of oranges with many different seeds on the inside. That's trees. You see what I'm saying? But they don't. Right? That's showing you once again that these people who are in control, especially those that's in the land, they're not the true people, man. And they're not following the ways of the Lord.
Yeah.
And
the heathen they're more than that. Like a couple of years ago, you seen the video with them asking that the true people come back. Okay. And we seen it. The lady, she was begging us for us to come back and get in line, do what we gotta do. And that's what we're doing to this day, man.
Yeah. Going to verse 4, he said, he shall judge among the nations, he shall rebuke many people. It says, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Yeah, that's what we're getting ready to see. Right? When the Heavenly Father releases his son back down here, right? With Michael L, the angel, right? What's going to happen is these wars that we had going on all around us, Americans, since their inception, they've been picking fights with people, taking over land masses, putting military bases all over. This wow, crazy. This is absolute madness. Okay, you had the nations fear you for so long, right? That you in your head you think you can't be touched, but you're about to be touched. Okay. And the pruning hooks, they come, because it's all going to be about, you know what I'm saying? Positive, you know what I'm saying? The vibration of the earth back into oneness with God, which is
he intended for the people of the end. And then going back to what you had mentioned about the war, like nowadays you see that the nation, like for instance, America's no different from when Nebuchadnezzar, he came on the scene and he gathered up his army. He had a strong army. And what he do? You know what I'm saying? If you don't take heed, we crush you.
Yeah.
Right? We beat you to submission, and that's them boasting in their army.
That's right.
Where things can be very diplomatic. War is necessary when it's needed. That's why when King David, before there was a time for him to go to war, he would always inquire the Lord what he should do.
That's right.
And
that's the number one counsel that you should see. Okay, it's the Lord.
He inquired the Lord how to fight his enemies. He inquired the Lord how to go about certain things. Not every situation is meant for you to jump on it with full force.
That's right.
And that's what I'm saying. In the kingdom, we're going to know that. In the times to come under Yahushua, we're going to know that. Even now. That's what we're learning. We're practicing it because we understand that not every situation is to be met with force.
That's right.
You know, you can be diplomatic, and sometimes you can just allow the Lord to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
And most of the time, that's who's going to deal with it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, because he's the king of all things. All right. Whatever comes forth. What's that scripture where it says he set up kings and kingdoms? That's, yeah.
Daniel 4:17.
Yeah.
That the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Daniel 15. This matter is by the decree of the watcher, that demand by the whole of the living know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men.
That's right. So that's what controls the workings of kingdoms being set up. Not men. You don't have nothing to do with it whatsoever. Okay? And that's why we preaching, because we're doing what? We ushering in the kingdom of heaven through that's it.
So, say speaking things into existence,
Yep.
you know, as it was spoken over 2,000 years ago.
Done.
You know, because this is something that the apostles, ancient time, men like Peter, you know, that when they were following Yahushua, when he died and came back to visit them, you know, what they said, Lord, is it time for you to restore the kingdom back into Israel?
Yeah.
Which is always something we desired. It's always something that we was looking out for. All right. Once again, now we understand that we're closer to that point than they were.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, we use the prophecies to identify, right? And not deceive, because you got a lot of people that deceive thinking those people over there, especially Jake. You got Jake that believe that. You got Jake that'll stand up and be like, oh. But right now, you know, Jake is upset with them because, you know, that war, because whenever there's war, people start crying out, oh, why do we always got to go to war? Why no peace on the earth? But the answer is clear as day.
Yeah.
There's no peace because the people that are in the land of Israel right now aren't the people. All right? But if you read the scriptures, you would know. All right? Yahushua not back yet. You know what I'm saying? We would know. You got some people that's teaching that the Lord already came. You know, that's crazy. But if you don't understand how the Lord was coming or how he was gonna, then you easily could be deceived, man.
I would think it first before Luke 21 and 28. But grab that very quick. It's a lot of things that goes into this prophecy for the kingdom of heaven to come, and for the Israelites to thrive as that mighty nation on the earth again. Okay, it's a lot. Well,
I can get it for you.
no, it's not too before start around.
Verse 3.
You want 3? I was just going to
jump down.
I was going to jump right to it, but I'll start at 3.
We gotta see what was being required.
Come. This is Matthew 24 and 3, and it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came on to him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
See, it says, it shall be the signs of thy coming.
Yeah.
All right, because they're looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? Which we should be doing today. We should be looking forward to it, Yahushua. So they right? The age of evil. The age of this current age that we're living in, the age of wickedness, going into the age of righteousness. Because the age of righteousness is going to come when Yahushua returns. He drops the kingdom of, he brings the kingdom of heaven to him returning.
That's
it. Right? It's going to be built up, obviously. But once again, that vibration that the Lord's going to bring is going to be new. All right?
It's just a small remnant that's looking for this too.
Yeah.
But everybody else,
just like they said, that they sat amongst them privately.
Yep.
When you think about privately, that means that everybody was there. You know what I'm saying? It's a little portion, right?
Verse 4, it said, Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed, no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, of deceive many.
That's taking place.
Yeah.
That's happening. And it's happened before, and it's happening now. Over there in the land, you got that one guy that they're calling the Messiah.
Yeah.
All right. You got people that's holding on to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not rooted, then you can be thrown off.
That's right.
You know?
Verse 6, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
You see all these things happening at the same time? All right? You see that the wars are increasing and intensifying? All right? Go ahead.
This is break in with this precept, Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Right? And that's what you're about to see, because like the brother said, days are evil. We don't have no hope in this place. I'm talking about Babylon the Great, wherever you stand, right? Because if the world is getting ready to go into a new NWO, so to speak. And at that point in time, you're going to be outcasted, or you're going to be pursued, persecuted. You know what I'm saying? In those days, because you don't leave.
You don't possess the faculties.
Yeah, that the rest of the masters.
They need people to believe their system. They need people to follow what they say. Get their, you know what I'm saying, system up and running. That's why you take place, because the saints, which are the elect, the men of the Lord, people that believe, you know, they have a different way of thinking.
That's right.
They have a totally different way of thinking, and you can see that they're setting the stage right now. To anybody that thinks outside of what they believe or what they want you to think, they consider the radical. You consider the T word.
Right.
All right, and when you consider the T word, you know, it comes with a bad stigma or negative connotation, where you know there's consequences that they had wrote into law on how to deal with these people. You know, something you can get locked up with no trial. You know what I'm saying? Like look at the Guantanamo Bay situation. Ben was there for how many years? Probably still there to this day. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you gotta think about it. This is ultimately what they're trying to bring. They're trying to slay anything that steps outside or don't want to follow this system.
That's right.
That's in Revelation 13. It says that they should kill those that don't want to worship the beast and his image.
And it goes back to giving life on to the image.
Yeah.
See, the only way you can give life on to that image is if you fully believe and become a part of it. You know? And they're gonna do that to what with starving people out, violence.
Yeah. For an example, it's just like you have a restaurant. Yeah, you can have the restaurant open, but if nobody's in there ordering and buying your food, then eventually what happens? The restaurants get shut down.
Out of business. Go out of business.
You know what I'm saying? So that's giving life into that business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but once again, it's the same way. They need the people, and that's why they use celebrities. They use these people to kind of promote and push that bull crap, so people can buy into it. You know?
Yeah. That's going to be the way going forward for the having set up. Everything is good for that direction. They make it easy convenience.
Yeah.
You know, convenience thing is what's going to rule these people's minds. How fast things can happen, or how fast they can get something taken care of. It's now even to the point the convenience is a problem when you call in to talk to somebody on the phone. Yeah. Well, they have it conveniently set up for you just to press the number and you get sent to wherever direction it needs to go to. And it's all over. You never talk to a human being, you didn't see nobody.
That's the shit. That's the shit, because what was convenient before, now with certain places.
Go ahead.
What was convenient before, based off of the environment, society at that point. Now that there's a shift, they have to make things convenient to that the upcoming society that they're trying to create. So once again, everything's being more, AI based or machine based. You know what I'm saying? Swiping the card is not a thing anymore. cash it. At a point, cash was king.
Yeah.
You know, you got a shoebox full of money and you can go and buy whatever you want. But now it's, oh, you gotta have your card now, or in order to have to buy a house, they gotta look at your bank statement. So you gotta put that cash into your account. They're just showing that things is changing to the point where it's gonna go from that to crypto or digital. You know what I'm saying? That was just a number on the computer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is why, you know, like we go back to this now. This is why the profitable people have to be in order, because that's this so much disorder that comes from that convenience stance. You know, people are not disciplined because of what? Because of convenience. You know? All these wars and everything happen like that. Why? Because of convenience.
you know what's gonna be convenient in this new state? What's people stealing?
It's already
Like, before this, so I'm gonna take this.
so this is why
And their mind's gonna made up to the point that it says, y'all standing there.
that's right.
If y'all ain't got no money to buy this, and inflation's up through the roof, I gotta go get it. And it's gonna be a normal thing, you know?
That's why you have water at chaos, right? Water at a chaos. Because I believe they let all this stuff happen, bubbling over like this, because it's going to get to the point where they're going to have to implement, you know, the CHIP. They're going to have to. So this store won't be accessible to just a common homeless person walking down the street. You won't even get in through the front door. You won't even get in through the subway tunnels. None of that. You know, your Uber come. Guess what? You won't be able to open up that man's door without what? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to pay for the ride first before you get in the car.
Exactly.
You see? So all this stuff is convenience is what's going to take this place on out of here.
The grocery store is gonna start looking like Amazon warehouse. Because when you walk into an Amazon warehouse, you got the turnstiles.
Turnstiles.
You know what I'm saying?
You got
walk
the
to the door
cage
and they
on
gotta
all-
work in,
yeah,
and it's like,
cage.
now you can't get out without being,
Yeah.
let out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's gonna be. You can't go in the store and you have to go through that same turnstile to get back out.
What was it,
But once you get into that system, bro, like, you can already see it playing out.
Whole Foods,
Yep.
Aldi's, another store that has the same plan where you can't go in without, you know, hooking up your phone
Yeah.
to get to
Check
be
this
ready.
out, right? Check this out. Why do you think they got the shopping carts now? When you get to a certain part of the door, by the door, it kind of locks up on you.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? Like, all right, if you ain't paying for something,
Yeah, it's a chip.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're showing you that this is what they're pushing. You go in there with like you said, with the Amazon One. You already put the stuff. Can't sneak an apple in there just to get the
Like,
up on
yeah.
you. Next thing, security jumps out on you.
That's a special cart. That cart reads everything you put into. It weighs the apples. It tells what item you put in there because of the barcode that's on the item.
Yeah.
As soon as you drop it in there, it has a scanner built into the cart itself. And that's what's going to keep on happening. It's just going to keep on happening to the point that it can't happen before. You know?
And they're gonna come under the guise of what? Safety.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Or protection plan. Whatever it may be that they're gonna say, but ultimately they're gonna try to clean up the problem, right? So this is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And I use this precept to back that point up, because once again, you know, once these people start consenting unto it, that's when they're gonna realize that it's gonna be even much more worse than they thought. You know, these people going to buy into, like, yeah, this is going to help the environment. It's going, we got to set curfews because there's a lot of shootings and killings happening. But then again, now you're going to have, what is it called? You know, man, I think it's tyranny. Not tyranny. Yeah, I think that's what it is, tyranny. You have these men above, they're going to start coming down even harder. They're going to even oppress them harder. Now they're going to start taking away rules creating rules and taking away restrictions. You know how it goes.
I did the 10th chapter, right? Because this you talk about the draconian measures getting ready to come into play, right? It's going to be harsh, man. You know?
This is
and it sounds like a broken record. You may say the same thing week in and week out, but it's only one way that we sin. We sin it through the scriptures, man.
Because at the end of the day, that's how the Lord always did things, right? Each prophet basically said the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just a different vision that the Lord gave them, but it's in sync. It's all that's what I'm saying. That's why we follow a piece by way of Isaiah, Jeremiah, Habakkuk, all these men were saying because they kind of it still solidifies the point. So it's very repetitive. When that comes, that's when they're gonna want to hear it. So tell us about the same song that you always been playing, but hey man, it's already me.
It doesn't matter what it is. We keep talking about the Gentiles, it's going to be repetitive. You're going to be talking about, you talk about women, it's going to be repetitive. Why? Because the days of people, the days are people, right? And that's what we put here. We put here to be newscasters or watchmen, so to speak, and talk about what we see.
I mean, yeah, it's always gonna be news until it happens.
Yeah.
After it happens, then it's old news.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then we won't have to be saying it because it happened. You know, we're gonna be some are gonna be in worse case than others, but for the most part, we all gonna be the servant of the Lord are gonna be better off, man.
Right.
You know,
Right. And the thing of it is, prophesy.
right,
You know, we talking about what happened.
right,
15 times. You got us on camera saying,
right.
you know, and it's coming. Day is coming.
Yeah,
Yeah, because these people gotta willingly reject it. You know, that decision it has to be laid out in front of you in order for you to make that decision. That's what the Lord wants. All right, I'm gonna put it in front of your face. Now you're gonna be held accountable for the decision you make. You know what I'm saying? If we telling you that this is the MOTB, all right, and you whatever, and then that time comes, that's on you. You gotta deal with that.
Yeah.
You know, you can't blame the Lord or nobody else. Or nobody told me. You know what I'm saying? This is Isaiah 10:1. This is woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
And that's what they've been doing. The number one grievance decree that they have written that's going to get them all destroyed, certainly, without a doubt, is Jude. Verse, right there.
this is Psalms 1 and 23. Also, 20 says, should you con 20. What Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom cried out, she heard her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city, she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof.
That's disrespect. Don't shake your hand and greet someone and they leave you hanging.
Right. That's a good point.
That's a major form of disrespect.
Yeah. So how you think the Lord feels, man? Yeah, exactly. On. It says, but ye have said at naught all my counsel with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
The first thing that comes to their mind when they see these calamities is,
Oh,
please help me out.
You gotta change
That's
that.
the early point, because now and it always happens. They get put in the jam, people get put in the jam, and the first thing was, I won't do this no more. Be able, get me out of this. And it's like, what about the times when you was good and you was sitting down and you was chilling, no calamities took. You didn't even think about the Most High.
Like the Lord some punk or something.
Yeah. Like he just you know what I'm saying? Like a rainy day.
You gotta be
Put him to the side.
you know, because the scriptures even tell me proactive. It says,
It's on more.
no, you know, and that's what we gotta do. You know, this thing is ongoing forever. It's not gonna stop. But the time that we have, this is what we're supposed to be doing within this space and time, man.
But even on a day-to-day basis, the Lord is there.
Yeah.
The Lord, even these people that put the Lord to the side, the Lord still be working in their life, but they don't acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? They don't. Like I said, it's just they treat them as if it's a rainy day fund. Oh, I'm in the gym, so I got some. I'm pulling stuff. Or, you know what I mean? Now I got to get this so I can get taken care of. Like, no, that's not how you deal with the Lord.
And you know,
Because that's what the Lord's going to deal with you in that same manner. He's going to look at you like, all right, now you need me? Like, what you need me for?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. He's going to laugh at your calamity when your fear comes.
It's just like we were saying earlier, you know. these same Israelites of that was given to sacrifices after the fact. You know, when you should be doing it when there's no problems going on. Should be already doing it.
Oh, Ecclesiastes,
Yeah.
where it talks about, no, where it says, basically, seek the Lord, before the evil days come.
Father.
Yeah.
That's talking about,
Make no change,
especially for right now, man.
Yeah, because
Right now.
talk with that older gentleman,
Yeah.
and what are you saying? Oh, 30 years ago, y'all would have been looked at as crazy, but I can see it more now than
Ever. That's
so.
what he said.
The Lord is making it evident.
Yeah.
And then even with the Lord making it evident, these people occupied so much bullcrap to the point that it's like the Lord still ain't there.
It's like I said earlier too, it's like discipline. You have to cut yourself away from all the shit that's going on in the earth. Some people have too much joy instead of hunkering down.
That's what distractions come into play, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're distracted, let's say you're paying attention to something and there's something here happening, that's a distraction. You pay your focus onto the distraction, you're not going to really analyze what's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. A lot of people is paying more attention to the distraction, all right, instead of what's in front of them, what the Lord is presenting. You know, and that's ultimately that's what's getting these people out of whack. All right, because their focus ain't on what's like paying attention. When you're sitting in the class, you'll understand what's being mentioned on the chalkboard or what the teacher's saying, because you're fully giving them your undivided attention. But when there's somebody in class pound next to you and he's joking around, when that's time for that test, what happens then? You fail.
You're not gonna make
You fail because you didn't give your mind into what was right, what was being taught.
Oh, yeah, I got that. Ecclesiastes got 12. Yeah. 12, I'm gonna start 1. Remember now that Creator the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Okay. I'm gonna jump down to this.
That goes to the knowledge, wisdom, understanding. All right. Before the Lord take his word, you know what I'm saying? And you can't get access to the word, you gotta get to the Lord now, man. Seek him now. All right, because the scripture talks about how this word is gonna drop like I believe it's like rain from the heaven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's being presented now. You can go, this word is here and it's dropping, and it's like I said, to give seed to the sower. You know, but you got it, brother.
It says, or star dark in the name to keep the heart tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets, or ever the silver cord be loosed, or the golden bowl be broken. Bottom line is that this precept really is a parable that's being said here by King Solomon. You know, and that is that give the Lord your best sacrifice when you are able to, right? You know, because that's part of the best sacrifice, right? If you go try to do the right thing when you're old and dilapidated, you don't hear too well. See, the daughters of music, your ears, you don't hear too well. You know, you are your bones are weak. You know, the keepers of the house, your bones are weak, and you can't do much for the Lord, man. What the heck? What good are you for the Lord, man? You know, or likewise, you know, if you're a healthy body and you wait for something to happen, and now you want to plead to the Lord, please, Lord, you know what I'm saying? When you know, when you're in bad case, you know, physically, you know, then what good are you, man? Why should the Lord have mercy on you? That's the question, you know. So it says, let me get this last verse. It says, then shall the dust because the preacher was he taught people knowledge, yeah, he have good heat and sought out and set in order many proverbs. So right, so before before you die, man, while you're yet alive, you have breath, before the body goes to the ground. That's what because your chance of repentance is while you're here, while you're in the flesh. You die, your spirit goes back up. Now you're gonna get judged again. There's no way to repent after that's too late. So why are you gonna wait until anything, man? If you hear this word, bottom line is, man, run with it, man. You do it now. Do the best you can to basically to keep the Lord happy, man. And if you're finding that you're going astray, or anybody, even if you know the knowledge, because we're all people, we're all men, because at the same time, so pray without ceasing, man. For the Lord to have mercy on you, man, and keep you in the right path. Because at the end of the day, once you're gone, once you're dead, or the Lord comes back, it's too late. It's too late then. So yeah, man.
You mentioned about all this vanity too, which shows you that everything that's outside of this truth or the information that the Lord's giving you, it's not profitable. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because the way He's presenting you is way more important.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why He mentioned about that. Seek the Lord before the evil days draw nigh.
Yeah, like Apostle Paul said, for exercise profiteth little. Why? Because you could be a strong buck everywhere else, right? You could be, however, but tomorrow the Lord might have it that you get struck by a car. The Lord might have it you may break your leg, and all that gains that you did on the outside is all if you what in a sense. And you can break riches, and tomorrow you could be you could be crippled tomorrow. You could be for instance, LeBron James, and tomorrow you could go bankrupt, man. That the Lord could do that. The Lord could do all things. So anything in this life. Yeah.
Not everything is being to the point where they just bringing it down. The Lord is just bringing it down.
Yeah.
His reputation of years and years and years of money, years of being in the industry.
That one
One situation pop up. Yeah. Because it goes back to what you mentioned last, Kim, where it says, if sentence against the evil workers not exceeding the spirit.
Right.
These people are sitting, their mind is already set, they didn't got away with it. So what's the point of me? You know what I'm saying? I done got away this far.
Yeah, let me keep continuing on and just, living it up.
Yeah.
Wickedly,
Saying that even certain people think that due to the fact that they got away with it, it's like the Lord was on their side. These people believe that too. Like,
Now TD Jakes is on fire.
he's on fire.
Yeah.
It ain't looking good for the Christianity.
Yeah.
It's a dead end coming.
It's just,
That other dude, was it Kanye? Jay-Z.
JG.
That lost all his shit too when he came out with that Kanye. Confused with the two. But bottom line is that man, the Lord may have it that you lose everything. So anything in this life, man, it ain't really worth nothing, man. That's why the Lord said, give us this day our daily bread, man. Yeah.
That's what he said. He would give. He said it is nothing. It's nothing to the Lord to raise the poor man up.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like raise him up from the dunghill. Like
Yeah.
you could be broke today, and then tomorrow you have something.
Yeah, you may go to the lottery. Yeah, there was recently here in Mass, some bum when tickets he was living a bum to the one of these corner markets, scratch up a ticket, boom, 4 million. See, that's what you gotta look every situation, as a lesson from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Because that should tell you what that like the brother was getting into. The Lord can do anything. He can make you raise you up like this, and he can knock you down like this, man. So it's better to be in good case with the Lord, man. And that goes for myself too, man. I speak to myself first, because this is where the battle is. The battle is in the head, man. That's where everything happens. That's where the demons attack. You get up in the morning, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you're like, this ain't right. This ain't right. And you got to fight all these principalities, man. These demons that be trying to fuck with you, man.
still decisions that have to be made.
Right.
Demons will provoke you to make a bad decision.
Make a bad decision.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all about how you dealing with it and what's in your
In your mind, in your mind. Like you see, yeah, I know we're rambling a little bit, but we gonna get some scriptures. But you could see a man outside, and you don't know what the state of mind is of that man. And then you walk by him thinking, oh, it's cool, and next thing you know, he pulls out a knife and pow, kills you.
That was an example
Shit.
of that guy.
You know?
One of those cash app type thing.
Yeah.
And he was walking by, and the guy turned around. He was with his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah,
he turned
yeah,
around,
yeah.
he started attacking,
Yeah.
stabbing.
I don't
killing
know.
Nowhere
Poke
for
them up.
nothing, for nothing.
Poke them up.
Yeah.
Walking
Yeah.
down the street, happy to be with his girl that night. Think it was like
Yeah. You don't know what's going on in people's heads, man. That's the most dangerous part of anybody, man. Is the mind, man. If you can get control of somebody's mind, or if somebody has control of their mind, man, anything is possible. Yeah, entering up the mind and going into the mind. Yeah. Esau knows this, right?
It's Proverbs 23:5.
Yeah.
It says, Proverbs 23:5, it says, I'll set thine that which is not. For riches certainly makes themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven.
Exactly. They fly away as an evil toward heaven, because at the end of the day, we all got judgment to look forward to, man. Everybody's gonna answer to Yahweh and Yahushua one way or another. You know, and like the parable of the rich man too. You know, where the Lord said, yeah, this day that one, but I was thinking of it as easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. Because at the end of the day, you know, the flesh wants the riches, right? The flesh wants the good things. You know, you want to be able to travel every day. You know, go to Thailand and get yourself the whatever the hell you desire. Especially these damn devils, man. They go to Thailand and they run amok with all these children and everything. And you know, this world is perverse, but you know, that's what they want their riches for. They got nothing better to do than go out and commit abominable things. That's what the flesh wants, man. You know?
That's how they you.
Yeah. You know? Gone. But the Lord is, this is why the Lord's going to destroy this world, man. This world got to be destroyed, you know? Because all these abominable things that these people are able to fulfill themselves with, man. You know?
And it comes back into you know, just basically people want to make themselves feel good. But like you said, they go to different countries and they do whatever to please themselves, but they don't want to appease the Most High. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Not making the Most High feel good. What makes the Most High feel good is you give an acceptable sacrifice. You doing the things that are right in His eyes. You know what I'm saying? But no, you gotta get that feeling. That's why people do drugs. That's why people do half this stuff. Do validation. Get up. But it's not that. That's not
That's right. First John 2:17, it says, that's wait, the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever.
Yeah, when we read up, it talks about what's in the world, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. All right, those are all things that's pertaining to oneself or one individual.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. They trust in their riches. They trust in themselves. They trust in all these things. Like you said, when the Lord puts a calamity upon you, you can't even get yourself out of that situation. Look at these people that got millions and billions of dollars in the bank. But then again, the situation come up and then you got a line outside the bank. It's a bank run, and you know you only can get a portion of your money.
That's it. I watched the short video on that TikTok, and it looks like some old movie. You know? And people running from corner to corner, trying to break down bank doors, talking about, I just need to get a little bit of money. Then one dude, he was a police officer. He said, "Yeah, I'm off today. I can just come right here. Let me get past." And they was like, "Not you. You neither. You stand outside." He said, "Blame me. I'm a police officer. You guys know me." And he was like, "Yeah, man, gotta go to the back of the line."
But look at all the years of laboring, trusting in riches. Oh, I'm gonna put this investment. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Just to rack up on so much, just to not have it. You know what I'm saying?
Or like them crackers that went down in the submarine.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Them crackers too. They you know, they were, now we're talking bills. These were like, this were like not no regular Edomites, man. These were so super rich, super rich billionaires, you know, and the Lord had it where they turn into fucking jelly. That pressure, they turn into jelly, you know. And then Now, where's all their riches going? You know, they can't take that with them. You know, they can't take that with them. And the Lord, that's how the Lord took them out. So, in a day, that prophet, some of world prophet, what people are so smart, people is rich, is man. Riches is having the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, if the Lord keeps His Holy Spirit in you, then you have true riches, man. Because you're gonna live, you know, a life accordingly, man. You know, you're not gonna put abominable foods in your body. You know, you're gonna do things that are gonna help you, even while you're alive. You don't have to be dead. Yeah, and right there's that part that's coming, right, which is the judgment, and the Lord's gonna decide whether you live or die, really. Whether but also while you live or waiting for that and waiting for the Lord to come back, you also have a life to live, and you want to, people say YOLO, you only have one life, but you know what I'm saying? Shouldn't you take care of that life, that one more life more? If you believe you only have one life, like careless and people doing all kind of drugs and
So he said you only got one shot to not miss a chance to blow, right? So it's like, why would you miss? You know what I mean? Like, not take care of it. Why would you just carelessly ruin it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, no, that's not the point of it, man. You're supposed to cherish it and uphold it. This is something that was given unto you. You got the opportunity. Not just only that, the Lord gave you opportunity day after day to go to sleep and wake up.
Right.
A new day, the Lord is presenting that to you, bro. People get so accustomed that it's just sleep, go to sleep, wake up. Now you may just go to sleep and never wake up after
Right.
that, So it's just showing you that, this world right here, it's just everything is disconnected from Yahweh Shem Shah. Everything's disconnected from God and His ways. Because if you understood the ways, you would deal with it, you'll manage things differently. And that goes back to what we was talking. We was telling earlier, about the laws and how it's going to be powerful in this kingdom of heaven. Because we teach a way that is going to help everybody else. Not Israel, it's going to be for the world. This turn to the Lord, put out the wrath of the Lord come forth. And in that security, when it says, "Thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance," set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity.
You're going to lose everything. The day of calamity, and what we're looking at was coming forth now.
You can't pay your way out of judgment.
You can't do it.
Sit there and be like, hold on, Lord, I got this here. He's like that cash across the table. Like, yeah, but see, that's the thing with man, though, because people, like, they do that now. You got police officers that pull over rich people, and they be like, "Hey, just take this money, and I can get off scot-free." But what's the Lord? You can't pay him off. You can't pay him off.
Okay.
Your payment is you doing what He said to do.
The Lord is about to stop the physical aspect of it. Because what we're looking at, it's about to come true. The collapse of what? Of the economy. Right? And that's everybody's going to be on the same playing field. Nothing. Right? And spiritually, you can only store your pennies up in heaven. If you did what? If you was praying and seeking the Lord 10 times harder and earlier. So if you wasn't doing that, then you got a zero bank account up in the heavens, and you definitely gonna have a zero bank account.
Hey, and you got the rich that's here in society today. When that time comes, they're not gonna be able to trust anybody because they always, a lot of them are assholes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them talk shit, that's just looking at them. That he's like, I deal with these people because I'm already a time because people don't like me already. Because that money brings pride, man.
I was seeing, it's funny because I was seeing The Purge, I think it was last night, 2 nights ago, and that's all the neighbors they came. It was that I know there was like 4 of them, like 4 or 3 purges.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was watching the one where they locked up in a house, and then the Jake comes in and some racists, they're trying to kill that Jake inside the house.
What? Purge 1.
Oh, that was Purge 1?
Yeah, Purge 1.
Well, there was like
let him out the door.
now the dude designed all the security systems. Yeah, all the security systems. That's one. Yeah, do design all the security systems. And but bottom line is that the neighbors, they all wanted to they went in like looking like they were delivering them from, you know what I'm saying? But they really wanted to purge on them because they were being, you know, he made mad money out of all the neighbors and he was being an asshole. But yeah, like yeah, man. Well, everything is right. Well, everything is good. It's real easy to be the way you want. You could be whatever you want. When everything is sounding good, everything's in order. You know, you don't see no chaos or nothing. But wait until that order gets out of order. Then that's when you see, yeah, that's when you're gonna separate the mice from the cat, man. You know.
Listen, the homeless people that's on the road,
Yeah,
gonna remember
and they're gonna be in better case. They're gonna be in better case because they know how to survive outside. You used to living in a wonderful condos. So a lot of these crackers up here, high rises. Yeah, especially that building over there. Man, that building, they got everything in that building. They got for rich people. Yeah. Couple millions. Yeah.
They looking down on people. Having shittiest attitude.
Yeah.
And like you can't even deliver food in that building unless you go into the back elevator, which security is controlling. You know what I'm saying? But you don't get a chance to get off on the floor. Yeah, only on that floor. You know?
Exactly. So what's gonna happen when all that's out the door, all that security, all the police, all the
Gotta come downstairs.
they're gonna have to come downstairs eventually. Yeah, they're gonna have to.
That's a lot of flights to walk down.
Come on, yeah.
This is Isaiah 43:2. It says, "When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon them." That's it.
So that's a beautiful thing because we understand that all these things is gonna take place, man. We understand that hardship is gonna take hold of the whole world, huh? Especially here in Babylon. And wouldn't you want to be on the Lord's good side and be taken care of? Come on, huh? And the Lord's saying this as a guarantee. There's a protection plan the Lord's giving you.
100%.
It's a protection plan.
No,
You know,
he might not come when you want him to,
Yeah.
but he's going to get there on time, you know, as the people of the world would say, you know, but we have it in the scriptures as well. He's only looking for that small remnant. He's not looking for nobody else, right? And if you don't believe in the Heavenly Father or have faith, but belief and faith go together, you know, it's not.
34:6, this poor man cried, and the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah heard him. He saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamped round about them that fear him and delivered them. There's an angel around you, you know what I'm saying? In these situations, the Lord makes sure that he has an angel that's going to help you get through certain situations. And then there's times when the Lord allow you to go through situations to build you up. You know, you got to look at it both ways. You know, you can't just be thinking you're down and out. There's another thing too. People go through some type of hardship and they think, oh, damn, that's the end of the world. You know, like, no, understand the ways of the Lord. The Lord is giving you something that you asked for. Like, you can pray for patience, and the Lord put you through a situation to develop patience. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't just going to come down and just be like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not how it works. It's just like that. We also talk about the angels. Yeah, they're going to be watching over.
If you pray for strength of spirit, which ultimately is strength of mind to go through things, how you gonna be strong if you don't go through nothing, man? You have to.
Like, it's so crazy how the Lord works, because it be situations where people pray for strength, but like you said in the spirit, and then it's a loved one dies. And that's something that you have to bear. But you have people that are cursed the Most High, and it's like, no, you gotta, yeah. And that after it's all said and done, you can gather the gift that the Lord had given you. That's your testimony. That's something that you can give and honor the Lord. Like, yo, listen, he gave me something. You know, but the Lord works how He want to work. He deal with situations. Look at Job at the end of it, man. Job and doubling up, man.
Yeah, scripture say everything was written for our learning, man. The Lord made Job go through what he did to teach, the his men at the man. Because ultimately, man, we believe it or not, we go through mad shit, man. You know, I know I can speak for myself, and I know these brothers do. We go through hell, bro. You know, and we catch hell on every side, man, every single side, financially to the physically to the mentally. You know, where everybody's against us and everything in every way, man. So
That's all right.
you know,
It's all right. He didn't put us in those situations to destroy us. That's the benefit.
right?
You know, it's the refiners that refine fire. You know, He's gonna put us through it. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna burn. It's gonna feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, you know, it's necessary.
Right.
Because you have a lot of people, they ain't never been through nothing. They ain't never been through nothing. They can't. They don't even have those attributes. You know, and those are the attributes that, and later on, when stuff do get harder, we're gonna need to walk with. We're gonna need to have.
It's James 1:2. It says, "My brother, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing." Right? So, like you said, that's teaching you something, right? The Lord, He giving it to you, but it might come through what? Adverse, adversity. Might give it to you naturally, and then you have to grow on that. But while that's happening, you gotta count it all joy, man. You're not downtrodden. You're not like, oh man, it's life. Because Job didn't do it, like you were saying. See,
Job was inquiring and trying to figure out what is going on. You know, because at the same time, Job's like, yo, I did everything right, but what is it? But no, that's not how in life. Just to get everything right, that's not how the Lord deals. That's what the Christian church teaches.
Yeah.
Oh, if things is working out in your life, so you know what I mean, that prosperity doctrine. That's not how it works. The Lord did. Yeah, He said that He needs them to bruise His own son. Right, and at the end of the day, when He's shot sitting at the right hand, so it just shows you that. You know, us dealing with these different situations and these calamities, you know, these things, you know, help us get better. It's not just because you ain't getting nothing happen to you and you got a nice house and all these different things. That doesn't mean it's going to deal. Satan gives gifts too, and that's you know, you can identify when Satan is coming to give it a gift or when his gift is coming from the Lord.
so
You know,
listen to this. Yep, Ezekiel 24 and 15. It said, "The word of the Lord came to me, Son of man, with one blow I am about to take away from you the light of your eyes. Yet do not lament or weep or shed any tears." So Ezekiel, he lost his wife, my prophet son, right? But you had to press on. Keep on going. It says, "Roam quietly, do not mourn for the dead. Keep your turban fastened and your sandals on your feet. Do not cover your mustache in bed or eat the customary food of mourning. So I spoke to the people in the morning, and in the evening, my wife died." See? So he still had to keep on pressing on.
think about how Ezekiel felt. His wife dying. It's not like he didn't. Oh well. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's like, oh well. He felt some type of way. You know, he was in the flesh, man. We all
He's a man.
He's a man. He got emotions too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he still had to muster up the strength to still do exactly what he was sent out to do.
That's right.
You know, and that's the thing. We can't allow things to happen in our lives to stop us from progressing, stop us from doing the will of the Lord, man. You know, we gotta take that on the chin, man. Keep it pushing. But I got something real quick. It says right here, Ecclesiasticus 25:6 says, much experience is the crown of old men, and the fear of the Lord is their glory. You know, so it says much experience is the crown of old men. You know, eventually when we get older, you know, we get to tell, yo, I've been through this before, or this is how you deal with this situation, because it was presented to me.
That's right.
You know, that's why they always reference to old men or gray hairs as wisdom, being wise, because it's things that they can tell you based off of experience that they was.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing, man. We trying to develop that wisdom, right? By how Bashim Shah gives us, but also the experience that he put us through. You know, because you're gonna navigate. It's like once again, if you think about the times that's coming, if you haven't went a time period without lights, how much more when the power shuts off? You know what I'm saying? You've been such in a comfortable state to the point where this is presented to you, and you never even know how to light a candle. You don't know how to do certain things to, you know what I'm saying? But
How to make you awake.
yeah, but that experience beforehand, if you've gone through it before, can help you out later on. You know?
You know, Jake been underneath muscle pressure. Here. You know, I had a time where I didn't have lights in the crib. At the youth, you know,
Yeah, see?
wasn't able to pay the bills, you know, but this is the life experience that he taught us from the beginning to get ready for whatever's coming in this direction right now.
Listen, I didn't see my mother whip up some food, rice on the grill
So,
because we didn't have no light. You know, got the pot the same way she was doing it in the house,
Get it
but
done.
you know what I'm saying?
Gotta
Made
get
it
it
happen.
done.
And I'm like, shit, this was inspiring to me because I'm like, damn, even with no lights, you still was fed, you still was taken care of. And it's
Yeah.
like, how much more I have to replicate that same thing? You know? Once again, it's wisdom being
I will tell.
wisdom it's being shown to you. You know, you got to just take that lesson out of it.
Right.
Once again, man, that's why it's beautiful to go through certain things. Even dealing and interacting with people. Every interaction with a person is to develop experience for the next person that comes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may have a person that deal with you a certain way, and then later on, a couple of years down the line, you may deal with another person, a completely different person that's coming the same way. Now you know how to deal with that. I know what to say to kind of not get this person riled up and how to, you know, what Paul said. I became all thing to all men. You know, that's based off of experience. Go ahead, where you got it?
It's, Matthew 24:13. It says, "But he that shall endure unto the end, same shall be saved."
Jordan, yeah. Jordan means to be made part.
That's
Endurance come with being patient as well, because you can't endure something unless you're going through a period of time. To go through it for, you know what I mean, a quick second and just jump out of it, that's not enduring it. You know, like it says, to be made calcified.
Yes, it. That's sitting.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, sitting it for a little while.
Let go. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you always reference to I grab
Yeah, I know which one.
furnace that verse.
Yeah. But that gold can be purged of the dross unless it sits there and it can be melted down. You know? And once that melting down process happens, then it's scraped away. The dross is scraped away. In this case, you know, it's like the making it tougher. You know?
Ecclesiastes, the book of Sirach 2 and 4 says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be pleasant without a change to a low state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You gotta let it sit. You gotta, just like what is it? Damn, what's that? Is it a blacksmith? I think that makes something like that. They throw that sword up in there, heat it up, hang it. Now you gotta make the sword where that way it bends. So you gotta throw it in cold water, boom, bring it back out, bang it some more. You know, you gotta kind of get adjusted to these different temperatures.
And it's a trial and error thing.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's what you're going to go through in this life. You're going to go through many trials and tribulations. You know, that banging of the head is the tribulations.
The different heat,
That's
cold
trials
and
right
cold.
there. Yeah.
But then again, the perfect sword is when you can kind of, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of wobbles at the same time, but it still contains the
But it's
strength.
not going to break.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what the Lord's looking for.
Good bang.
Man, oh, you got to be able to roll with the punches, man. It's in a thing where you just, you know, you expect mercy. You get that for me? Expect good all the time. Yeah.
Or shall we learn them?
But that's what, you know, Christianity teaches that. That everything is going
Job 2 and 10, it says, But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High? And shall we not receive evil? In all this, did not Job sin with his lips?
That's a tradition. That's what the Lord puts you. He
puts you in hell, he's talking about the worst way, the worst predicament.
And how can you know what good is if you've never experienced bad? You don't know what good is. You know, you ever won a trophy after you've sacrificed sweat and tears? If is working early and doing all stuff to get it, you will understand, be like, how much more sweet it is to receive that trophy. That's the good part about it. You're like, oh wow, this feels sweet, you know, because in order for you to know what the other thing is on one side, you got to know what the other thing is on the other side.
It's good to say that because we have second chapter when it says, "Now I began to commend those men that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shemel Shad."
Right.
Like when you talk about standing stiffly, enduring. And now let's talk about against tribulation. That goes against everything. People want to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like they still stood on victory. You know, and that's why when the Lord was putting crowns on their head, it was a glorious and marvelous thing that was taking place. Who are these men that are getting crowned, or that receive palms in their hand? Palms is a sign. I think it's a sign or represents a victory. Now they got the victory.
Traces.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with that being said, these men is gonna be now held up. They're gonna be stored to the clouds. Man.
That's right. That's right.
That's exactly what the purpose of us going through what we're going through in this life, so that we can become the best version of ourselves, the version that Yahweh Shemel Shah sees, not what we see. You know what I'm saying? If leave it up to us, you know, as men, we would take the easy way out because you know, who likes to be uncomfortable?
Yeah, it's the pain, and you know, it's too much pain. But you know, the Lord, that's what he. We gotta suffer just like he suffered.
Yeah.
All the beatings that he got, all the whipping that he got. You can't just waltz into the kingdom of heaven and say, I made it up there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You didn't go through this. But on this side, you're going through things, man. Just like the brother said. He said, we going through hell, catching hell.
How much more is more thing? He's gonna reverse and undo this. Like, yo, man, you can take joy in it.
That's it.
You know, it's like a brother said, man. Like, how would you acknowledge good if you didn't see bad? Vice versa.
That's what most of these nations. That's why they got to go through the hardship, the comfort on the other side, because they received their consolation. You want to grab that from me? You got the consolation on this side. I'm talking about the heathen nations, you know. Yeah. Side, that's what they received. Yeah? The son did it.
I got Luke 6. I'm just saying, the ones who that are rich, for you have received your consolation.
Okay.
And in that word consolation goes into comfort.
Yep. Yeah.
That goes to comfort. That goes for Israel and that goes for the heathen.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Took the word right out.
A lot of people are comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's, once again, we mentioned about money and riches. Riches bring that, because to have that the option to buy and do whatever you want brings, I can get up and go do this today.
No worries at all.
Nothing.
Yeah.
If you want to get up and take a vacation tomorrow, the X country, whatever country you want. That's, you know, everybody wants that, you know, but at the end of the day, you know.
What are you developing in the spirit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? From you just getting up and doing whatever you want. You know? You're not learning nothing, you're not getting closer to the Lord, because the scripture said the Lord is nigh unto them with a broken heart and contrite spirit. So, you know, the Lord's looking for the lowly, looking for the humble. You know, he resists the proud. You know, these people sit here with all this money. Even on the Lord's here, they try to strive for that. And another thing that pisses me off too is, like, people put more value into material instead of You know what I'm saying? The actual person. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, because you look a certain way, it's all they treat you like shit. But then again, this man can have some type of knowledge of something that you need in your life that you just turn down because he don't look presentable. You know what I'm saying? It's a wicked mindset. Oh yeah, you can't afford this, so I don't even want to mess with you. I don't want to be connected to you. That shit's terrible. That's a bad mindset.
Well, most of these women got that
Yeah.
in their head, and that's what's going to lead them to hate destruction. What's this? Micah 4:1, and you said materialistic. This is what they hold in their head. But it says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubborn, and the day that cometh shall burn them up," said the Lord of hosts, "that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." You know, everything.
Look what expensive restaurant you're eating at, what expensive car you're driving, you know, the friends, the billionaire friends that you have, that shit don't matter.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you can't take it with you. Everything in the world passes away, but his word will pass away. You know? So what's more important? You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, the scripture says, be not strange to entertain angels unaware, right? Like, you don't know who you're interacting with. Just because somebody looks down and out don't mean that they ain't got something valuable for you. Or that ain't the angel of the Lord, and that's a messenger. Because you can be going through some hardship or about to go through some hardship, but that message that they give you can help you go through. You know what I'm saying?
Be a warning.
That could be the Lord revealing something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. This society is all jacked up. It's upside down.
It's the kingdom. That's what it's happening. This place is dying.
Look at how Abraham treated the angel that came to visit him. It was like, yo, go fetch some milk, go fetch some butter. You know what I mean? This is a stranger that he, you know what I mean, just coming to pay him a visit.
Running all around.
You know what I mean? Get this ready, get this ready. And he dealt. That's when the angel revealed that he was gonna have a son. And Sarah was gonna, you know what I mean? That's why he said, yep. Visited Sarah and mentioned what it was. That was going to give his name Isaac, right? So it's just showing you, like, what's his name? Lot. It's Sodom and Gomorrah. He seen two angels. He sit in front of the gate, right? And he seen two angels. He identified that these men was them. Yeah, he identified. He's like, come stay in my house. To the point when he was willing to give up his own daughters. He said, here, you can take them and do whatever you want. Just don't mess with these men. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you gonna deal with something? It's really, yeah, man. That's a bad mindset that a lot of our people, but a lot of people in the world carry.
They're not humble. That's what it is. They're not humble. They're gonna catch the wrath. Like how about Hashem when I was shot. Bottom line, that's what's gonna happen. You know? I got 2 Peter 3:10 too. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which that shall pass away with noise, and the element of earth also that are therein shall be himself. So everything that people start to build, whether it's houses, whether it be empires, whether it be things that's consequential to them, you know what I mean? They thinking that it's going to last forever, but the Lord is ready to knock it down like Lego blocks. Everything.
Like, nothing matters when especially in America, nothing's gonna matter when they hear that siren go off and they get the TV program and saying that, oh, Russia just shot off a nuke in all these other countries. Like, nothing matters at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that you ever trusted, believed in, or whatever the case is gonna go out the window. You're not gonna think about no money, no nothing. Out the window. You got it, brother.
On Revelations 18 and 17. For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off.
You know?
1 hour. 1 hour. Man, yo, listen, it's crazy. Yo, to get from one city to, like, imagine let's say to get the Fall River or some shit, probably Rhode Island. That's like 45 minutes. So drive from here to Rhode Island, 45 minutes. Get traffic, might get out. From that point in time, everything's already destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's quick. That's really quick. Like, we look at it as an out, but it's really quick when you're not thinking about it, when you're not focused on the time, it goes by quick.
When you have that pressure over your head, you know what I'm saying? You talk about the end of all things over your head. You only got an hour.
Yeah.
And that clock
Yeah,
starts. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Now you
Like,
over here. How are you? When they have mentioned that they was gonna,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That there was some niggas being shot off over. You see people jumping in this. They're like, yo, it's out the. Now it goes to self-preservation. Self-preservation. What are you going to do now? You know what I'm saying?
not to get out of Dodge. The only way you're going to get out of Dodge is what? Do that you know, being saved.
With the Lord, like how you think the Lord will look out for you? That's what I'm saying. It's a scary thing, man. That's why you gotta feel your how about you now shop, because you don't know what you're gonna do, what you're gonna be doing, or what's gonna be happening at that time when that message comes across.
That's it. I always think of the purge again.
You already told us. You hear the information like, oh shit, like
Timer didn't start.
yeah, time.
I always think of the purge again. You know, it's so like what is that? Imitate life. Art imitating life. You know that's exactly how things could play out, man. You know, you one day hear a broadcast like that, but then at the end of the movie, the main characters they survive. That's the elect, man. You know, that's who the Lord decided to have mercy on. You know, they just like the purge, all hell breaking loose. They walk through things, they see things. You know, bullets fly by them and they don't get hit. You know, that's you know, and that's a I guess a reward that you should long for. You know, and if you don't long for that, that means you don't believe these things are gonna happen. You don't believe it. So you know, at the end of the day, you know, those that don't believe will get caught off guard. You know, and those that do believe, you know, they you know, we already know. We know. You know, so don't say that you wasn't warned, man. Don't say that you wasn't warned. You know.
Oh yeah, first Peter 4:7 says, "The time must begin at the house of the Most High, and if it first begin with us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?" Well, that's going into what you were saying, right? And it says, "If the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?"
You can't skip over that. People, I don't think people really fathom that. Righteous scarce to be saying, which means skinny and cheap.
So how much more the ungodly? So basically, you have no chance.
Definite, yeah, it's definite.
You have no chance. Yeah, you're eventually gonna die some type of way with a bullet, hunger, or something.
Right? Because the righteous scarce going to be saved. It's still uncertainty to those that believe. That's going to be like, damn, I don't even know, because you don't know if people make it through the situation. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing.
Lord,
Oh.
all right.
I was gonna add, the only thing you could pray for is a quick death, man. You know, pray that you don't die in a horrible death. You know, dying in your worst fear. And the Lord knows how to kill you in your worst fear, man, too, man. Don't think he don't read your mind. He knows what you fear the most, man. He knows. So, you know, some people fear drowning. People are scared of water. You know, some people fear dying burnt. You might die in a fire. You might die burnt. You might die choking, which is the same shit as basically drowning. You're choking.
Asphyxiation.
Yeah, asphyxiation. You can't breathe. Somebody come put a bag over you or something that day, or you know, you might die shot and bleed out. You might die from a disease. You know, there's a million gazillion ways the Lord can kill you, man. Because that's all terrors, man. That's why the scriptures say, because we know the terror of the Lord, we persuade many. We know this. But you people don't think about that on your daily lives, because you've been taught that the Lord is good, is merciful. There's no way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you take away the and you don't sit down and think like, wait a minute, where all these things come from? All the different deaths that there is, where it come from? It comes from the Creator. So by default, you know, is the Lord doing this? So you gotta fear Him. You gotta fear the Lord, man. You gotta fear Him, because there's like a gazillion ways to take you out, man. One worse than others. And to me, that's more, I say scary than anything else, bro. Like, yeah, like dying in your worst fear, bro. Like,
And that's
shit.
what you're supposed to do. Getting out about shot's supposed to push you towards doing things better. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you don't have to see that. Like, damn, I don't want to experience that. So let me get myself together. You know what I'm saying? What's that, man?
It's this Exodus 15:3. It says the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Right? So this guy is not playing any games, man. You know, he's here to austere power, you know, and he determined in doing what his father commanded him to do. You know,
I grab it real quick. This is Deuteronomy 32, 39. It reads, it says, see now that I, even I, am he, that there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
yeah. So the Lord is playing no games, man. This man, he takes down stuff. You know, supported him. He on destruction. And we didn't see it happen. Okay? It's people that surround us that know each other. You know what I'm saying? It's a dreadful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. That's what scriptures say. That's how it is. You know? This ain't no light thing, man.